So I'm here in beautiful Strasbourg, this town between the German and French border, with a very long history, always in the middle of wars and so on. And when we look around, we see here all these nice framework houses that are typical for that area. A technology invented to build better houses, or here a water lock, water gate, helping to bring ships from one level to the other one. Well, and to increase traffic and trade and transport goods that we have here. And well, the engineers back then probably would not have been able to forecast that this will be later be a very main attraction point for tourists, because tourists, they didn't know back then, and that's one of those unintended consequences that they have, and we call it also a third order change. And this is what I wanted to talk to you about, is a Foresight mindset and the futures wheel with those changes. And the futures wheel is, we start basically with the technology that we put in the center of it. And with the technology, we have some intentions to improve certain things. For example, a car. You know, a car goes faster than a horse, can go longer distances, is more comfortable for people. To do that, you don't need to exchange horses at the time. So that's basically one of the main reasons. But that's called a first order change. But then there are second order changes, because we realize, okay, with better cars, we need better streets, we need road administration, and certain institutions like this and other infrastructure. And that's called a second order change. That's something that we can forecast and basically imagine that this might happen or will happen. But then there are changes of the third order that we cannot forecast. For example, with cars, that we get environmental pollution. That's one of those things, or that people make babies in cars, or the Guide Michelin, which is a tire maker, a French tire maker, who tried to figure out how can we sell more tires. And how do you sell more tires? By having people use tires more than they would normally use. So you give them destinations like restaurants, like castles and so on, and that suddenly spawned a whole industry in food, in cuisine, in hotellerie. And that's an unintended consequence, a positive, of course, change. And that's something that we call a third order change. Another example may be smartphone. We wanted to do better communication, do more stuff. That's something that we intended. But then we can also read the newspaper on that. That was before not done. But then the third order change was basically suddenly something like Tinder happens, or something like Uber happens on the smartphone, which thinks that Steve Jobs, he would never had in mind that this is going to happen. When you look at the 2007 video where he is presenting the iPhone, he was reading the newspaper, he was browsing through pictures, he was taking a call, he was sending emails. But there was nothing about hailing a taxi or getting a match on that. So that's one of the techniques that I describe in my book, The Foresight Mindset. This technique is called Futures Wheel. And you can also see it on my website. Now, I think I'm gonna continue being a tourist today, so have a good day.